Hello and welcome, Dr. Tim Liptrap here. We are in the Principles of Finance class looking at the valuation of future cash flows. We are in a problem set for calculating annuity present value, or the present value annuity, either way you like to say it. So here's the problem. An investment offers $3,500 per year for 15 years, which means we're going to get paid $3,500 for 15 years, with the first payment occurring 1 year from now. If the required return rate is 6%, what is the value of the investment? What would be the value if the payments occurred for 40 years? Well, we have this PVA at 5 years, 15 years. We have the equation. So take a look at where my mouse is. It says PVA, which is present value annuity, is equal to C, which is the cash flow, times this equation. Now notice there's a series of brackets and parentheses, so it's 1 minus, then open the bracket, 1 over 1 plus r to the t, close brackets, divided by the r. Well, it looks harder than it is. All we're doing is plugging and playing. The r is equal to the 6%, the rate. The t is equal to the time for the 15 years, or the 40. So then the c happens to be the cash flow, $3,500. Let's run through the problem first. What I like to do is I like to take this number right in the inside, and it's the 1 divided by the 1.06. Well, I like to do it this way, and everybody has their own way, but I do 1.06. I put that in parentheses, as you can see, x, and then I put this for the y. I get this number of 2.39655. Okay, so now I'm just going to save that number in memory just so I have it. And I am going to do 1 divided by my memory, and it should equal 1.4172. Okay, so now I'm going to clear my memory and put that number in. So now that number is 1 minus my memory is equal to 0.58273. I'm just plugging it right into the equation. Divide that number by 0.06, and then I have my multiple of 97122 times 3,500, and that equals 33,992.87. So 33,992. 87. Okay, so that's how I like to do that problem, and you would do the same thing for the next problem. Is we would run the calculation out. Let me just show you this. I like to clear everything, so I press memory clear and I do this. So I'm going to put this again in parentheses, clear, open parentheses 1.06, close parentheses, x, y. Let's see, I'm going to hit the 40, and it gives me a 10 number. I'm just going to add that in. Now I'm going to do 1 divided by my memory. Let's see if I can clear that error again. So 1 divided by my memory is equal to 0.097. And then I'm going to clear my memory, then save that again. Then I go 1 minus memory is equal to, whoops, let's do this again. 1 minus my memory, 0.90277. Take that number and divide it by 0.06, which is a multiple of 15, times 3,500, gives me a number of 52,662. And then I'd have 0.04 cents on the end there. That is the way that I would solve this particular problem.